need to do the opposite. We also need to really support cash, because cash is also decentralization and freedom, whereas anything digital and central is going to be about control. And to support cash is a key way to preserve our freedom. And we should really do everything we can to prevent the introduction of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, because that is the epitome of a centralized, controlled, even totalitarian system, because of course they're going to be programmable and they will be programmed. And it's just nothing like we've ever had in the past. And any totalitarian dictatorship could only dream of such enormous control tools. We have to prevent that. And so decentralize, use cash, support your local bank, help setting up local banks.
You're such an interesting figure. I think you're like blowing people's minds right now because on one hand, you know, a lot of people would blame you, right, as the person who invented quantitative easing for the crises that we're in. And it was just sort of delaying. And now many people look at it as one of the biggest economic, you know, just like a colossal policy mistake. And at the same time, a lot of those people that feel that way are also the very people who don't trust this central digital currency, don't trust the World Economic Forum, and you seem to be also in that group. So, you know, that I think that blows a lot of people's minds. They don't really know what to make of you and your policies. Which way, you know, are you the good guy or are you the bad guy? I think a lot of people can't quite figure this out. But how much would you say to blame for the current inflation then, in layman's terms, the money that was created, I don't know if you want to call it printing money that happened during the 2020 crisis when they were just saying, okay, we're just going to have to start dumping money, creating money. How much of that has to do with the current inflation crisis?
It's entirely due to that. So the inflation that started last year, well, it started late 21 and throughout 22, was entirely due to central bank policy decisions, nothing to do with energy, wars, and things like that. Just like in the 1970s, you can go back and do the same test. If you look at credit creation, its use, its disaggregation, where it went, it's very clear. And these things happened first through central banks, and they took these policies in a coordinated fashion, and they're intentional policies. So nobody can say, oh, this was a mistake. So they on purpose created this inflation. That's what my work shows, and there's no doubt about that.